gentlemen. And goodbye. Don't you stress or fret. I'm just setting the mood. We're gonna be playing some ABZU. Because played Rainbow Six Siege, got shot, dealt with bad lag connections. Boo-hoo. Played Watch Dogs, hacked people, dealt with poor connections. Boo-hoo. Tried to play Hitman, and the connection sucked even more. But, alas, there is no point in complaining. Alright? Peoples? There is no point in complaining. We're here on the home screen to ABZU. New game, please. ABZU, MABZU, BLABZU. ABZU means water, just to be specific, so y'all know exactly what we're getting into. A hell of a lot of water. A lot of water. I can't describe to you how much water will be swimming, floating, perusing, diving, jiving, contriving, all kinds of iving. A lot of water. New game. But I really want to take this moment after this brilliant intro. Let it do its thing. That was me. Here we go. I really want to take this moment, or the next few chapters, to talk a little bit about some more philosophically interesting things. Because I'm sure we can all agree that watching things blow up is, well, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Let's get down into it. Oh. Just gonna adjust that volume a tad. Like super loud. There you go. It's a little bit more manageable. So, I want to take this brief moment to talk a little bit more about some of the deeper elements of my processes and thoughts and interesting things. Nothing particularly interesting, just, you know, hitherto, here and there, everywhere. What's good? The first thing that I really want to talk about is what one perceives as a sense of self. Now, this isn't some kind of scholarly, whatever you might call it. It's just me jibber-jabbering on about random stuff that go through my head sometimes. Alright, so I think we'll call this water and stupidity, or water and philosophy. Whatever comes along. It ain't nothing firm or whatever, it's just fleeting thoughts that I like to entertain every so often, you know, in my deep and pondersome ponderings. This is what goes on. Alas. So, for this first chapter, God, leave me alone. For this first chapter, I want to explore the notion of having a sense of self and what that means I feel so chill right now. So, what does it mean to have a sense of self? Yeah, what do we... Breathtaking! What do we consider to be the most important facet or element of a human being's sense of self? In my opinion, which is all that this is, an opinion. In my opinion, one's sense of self is most most determined by one's locus of control and the nature of their locus of control. You catch my drift? And for y'all little peeps out there who don't understand what a locus of control is, a locus of control is how a person perceives the events in their life. Kind of like walking through a forest, you get bitten by a lion. The person with an internal locus of control will say, "Oh God, I got bitten by that lion because I made such and such a mistake." Person with an external locus of control would say something like, "Oh, well, that lion just so happened to be there and, you know, moved so quickly and so fast." Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's how I understand it. If I'm completely wrong, please. I don't really. Fucking correct me. Whatever works. Whatever cracks your butt. You go. Shit just. By a person's locus of control, in my opinion. How scenarios that play out around him is quite pivotal and quite important. Hey, fishy. To a person's existence. But scenarios and events. Like this poor guy. He's a scenario. He's an event. He came from somewhere. But he's stuck now. He got bloated up. I think we should help him. Don't you? Let's go help him. Yeah. A person's locus of control. Scan, scan, scan. Happy. Were you gonna kill me or something? You look happy. So, now, from a more religious perspective, the idea of locus of control isn't so far-fetched, and it's quite intrinsic to religious belief, and in particular mine. There's this really beautiful sin, and that's your sins weigh down on you. So whenever you engage in something that's terrible in any way, shape, and or form, excluding all things dank, cool. Nah, it's just if you engage in some form like, I don't know, terrible, something you shouldn't do, some shit form gonna snap back at you. You know, it's good to back at you. It's good in the face, and you're not gonna snap about it. People run. It's quite arbitrary in that it has no particular stuff. Goes around, doesn't come around. Simply because maybe we'll forget, so it doesn't come around. sense of self. When the events monkey will slow wobble. I love fishies. They're dead. Person who understand can only be self-determining up to a certain point. Events that occur around you impact your existence. The event reason is not appearance. What part of it was self-determining? I don't know, but we can determine so much of ourselves. Things around us determine who we'll be. Oh! Okay. Sometimes. There's one thing that's quite true. More so than most other things. That is having a sense of self, whether one knows it or not, is the key between growth and stagnant apologies. Human beings grow because of necessity. We grow bigger because we know, and by our nature, if we stay small, we become prey to a lot of more things. If we stay word what am I looking for? If we don't individual level, we never have a chance for the ability to prove anything or see. I don't know if I can describe it really, but I think it's cool. By our own very nature, part of us seeks to achieve and to adopt that sense of self. Because it brings a certain level of strength, you know. Now there are a lot of things that people consider to be the key facet to one's self. That thing defines you. Some people think it comes from their how they look externally. Are you pretty? Do you wear makeup? Are you handsome? Do you have, you know, snapbacks and heels? Got that, and man, you're somebody. You have a sense of self. Though externally, and no, still, it's somewhat fit and less likely to last. But hey, some Islamic art. Of self, what they believe. I just want to speak because that has always been something very pivotal to my existence, my belief. Very, very early on, I understood and learned the power of belief, what a person believes in. It can, what a person believes and what a person believes in. See, I used to be a Christian, and what I used to believe in was that if I just said A, B, and C, everything will be cool. Right? Right. Took it like gospel. Look at that. Very well designed. Very interesting. When I became a Muslim, I found something complete. Something that no matter how I chose to live my life or where I chose to live my life, it would have some intrinsic value, and it would have something to say about that. And there would be some practice, some application that I could adhere to. Because I'm a person of principle. I like things a certain way. I like things to be done in a certain way, to look a certain way. And I'll be right back.